Disney's Pixar hoping to score some big bucks at the Thanksgiving box office. The new animation musical Coco coming to some theaters as early as today.
Fox News contributor Kevin McCarthy is here with a preview, and a little birdie tells me you like this one, Kevin.
Hey, good morning to you, Robin, Jillian. That little birdie is definitely correct. I just saw this movie about 10 hours ago, and I'm still just blown away by the animation and the storyline here. I can't believe it's been 22 years since the first Toy Story movie, and now we're on the 19th Pixar film, which have made over $11.2 billion at the box office. My favorite, personally, is definitely the movie WALL-E, and then Up, and then Inside Out. But this is definitely one of the most classic Pixar movies to me. I love the idea of incorporating music. The idea behind the film is a young boy named Miguel. He's a kid who loves music, but his family hates music. And somehow, magically, it's during the Day of the Dead, he finds himself in the land of the dead, trying to find a mysterious connection that he has to one of the greatest musicians of all time. And the movie really does a great job. It's already the highest grossing film in Mexico, and the animation in this movie is beyond belief. The colors, everything you're watching in this film is incredible. I found myself crying towards the end because there's such a beautiful moment and a message about family and music and bringing us all together. And I just found myself in the theater going, this is the kind of movie that I need right now. I thought the voice casting was amazing, the singing was beautiful, and every song in the film is incorporated into the movie itself. They're not breaking out in song randomly. It just makes sense within the story. And I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. I do want to mention, get to the theater early. If you're a fan of the movie Frozen, there's a 20-minute brand new short Frozen film called Olaf Christmas Adventure, which takes place right before the movie Coco starts. So if you're a Frozen fan, which a lot of people are, there's a brand new short, about 20 minutes long, right before the movie starts.
All right, good advice there. Kevin, this next one I've never even heard of, and I'm a fan of Denzel Washington.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's one of the greatest actors of all time. I mean, people still go to the movies just to see whatever he's in. And this is directed by a gentleman named Dan Gilroy, who directed a phenomenal film a couple years back called Nightcrawler, which talked about television. And this particular movie, Denzel plays a lawyer. His partner, his lawyer partner, ends up having a heart attack and ends up being in the hospital. So Denzel's character is out of a job. And the movie takes place in a 3-week period, and it's about the moral dilemma that he faces as he goes through these elements of change, and he actually ends up breaking the law, and it becomes an element of moral change for the character. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. I think Denzel Washington is the best part of this movie. He's actually better than the overall film itself, but his mannerisms, the way he walks, the way he holds himself, those scenes are insane to watch, and I think he's just one of the best actors of all time. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5, just a case where the performance is better than the overall film itself.
Well, that's kind of a bummer, but yeah, he's a really good actor.
I think that's always the case with him.
He's
Remember
great.
Training Day?
Yeah.
That's like one of the best characters I've ever seen.
Yes, Training Day is a masterpiece.
Amazing movie.
I completely agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Yeah.